2021 muley hunt ended up with a fantastic buck down in the snow, but started much earlier than that on the muzzleloader hunt in the earlier fall. Our hunting area is a 1-hour ride on ATVs up this little dirt road, and then we park the ATVs, throw on our backpacks, and start into the roadless area for another hour hike in. It is a fantastic and gorgeous place, as you can see from the pictures here. Finally got to the top, and man, what a view up there. Also ended up finding some bear tracks. Lots of bears in this area. This one actually happened to be a mother and its cub. You can see here on the right the bigger mother's track and then the cub track on the left. So of course we're always careful about bears, and especially when we see sign like this. You can see in this old burned tree the claw marks from a bear climbing it. So we were dang careful as we set up our camp, and especially how we took care of our food. You can see our food bags hanging up in the trees there. And got a lot of rain on this hunt, a lot of falling leaves, but man, isn't it fantastic to be out in the mountains on a beautiful fall morning. Spent a lot of time glassing for deer and really just enjoying being up in the mountains and the beauty of the fall colors, the cool crisp air. We ended up putting quite a few miles on our boots. We dropped into some pretty deep canyons looking around, but really didn't turn much up. We found a few small bucks, but really that was it on the muzzleloader hunt. We did end up finding this awesome bear den, and you can see the bear has actually been gathering leaves to prepare for winter, and really not a moment too soon. Not a week later, this is what we ended up with, was a foot of snow. Look at that fog blowing across. It's been like that all day long, on and off. Haven't seen a single deer. And lots of snow. In some places up here, there's 2 feet of snow. So I think the deer have moved a little lower to where they can actually move around. So opening day of the rifle hunt, I really just spent trying to stay warm, watching the saddle to see if any deer would cross, but there was nothing. It was just dead. What's the date? The 27th, October 2021, Wednesday. Snowed about a foot yesterday. We've got a nice 3-point buck spotted about 450 yards away. So Todd's gonna go make a play on him. I'm gonna stay here and be the spotter. Todd's gonna go down this ridge we're on, out to a knob that's about 200 yards closer. The buck is bedded in the middle of some aspens, and luckily with the snow and no leaves we can see him, but it's pretty thick, so we might have to wait until he gets up and moves around before Todd can get a good shot. But we'll check back in and let you know how things go. Gonna get it. Get her done. That's right, buddy. There's the buck sleeping. So Todd has gotten down to the knob. The buck is fast asleep with its head down. He's looking for it right now. But we'll see if he's close enough and if he can even see the buck from where he is. I'll try to get a few more videos of the buck through the spotting scope. If he'll lift his head back up, you might be able to see him a little bit better. It's a good buck. Really good 3-point. We got Todd set up down there. I don't know yet whether he has a good sight on the buck or not. But the buck is still bedded. Even if he does, we need to wait until the buck gets up. The buck is just laying there chewing its cud. So the buck is awake now. He's got his head up, looking around a bit. I'm wondering if he's going to stand up here pretty quick. Todd is set up on him. That has a pretty good view of him. So we're just waiting for him to get up and for Todd to get a clear shot at him. Todd's 325 yards away. Got a good setup on his pack. So anyway, it's a beautiful buck, like really pretty buck. So hopefully everything will work out. Wasn't going to bring the spotter today. It's just kind of been extra weight in the pack. It's not that it's heavy. It's pretty small, but I just haven't been using it. It's been just been sitting in the pack and not being pulled out because either too much fog and snow, or I've had really all I could see was pretty close, so I didn't need a spotter. But man, I'm glad I've got it now because I can see the deer with my binos, but with the spotter, wow, I can see all the detail. This is helping a lot. It's also helped when Todd takes a shot. I'll be able to have a real good look at whether he's got a good hit or not. So anyway, really glad to have that with me. Thank you, Vortex. Love it. This spotter is the Vortex Razor 11 to 33 by 50, so it's really nice and light. You can see how small it is. So it's, and it is just crystal clear. I love it. Even out to distance, when it's maxed out at 33 power, it's still crystal clear. I love this spotting scope. Anyway, still watching that buck. So that buck is up now. Still at his bed, but standing. So Todd's waiting for a good shot. And who knows it? He could have a good shot right now, or he could have to wait a few minutes until it walks into the clear. That is a good buck. He's at least as wide as my one last year, 23 or so, maybe he's 24. He's a good 3-point. He's facing me right now, so he's hard quartering towards Todd. So not a good shot, even if he's in the clear. Just shaking his rack right now and just getting all the water off from the melting snow. But man, he's a good buck. I just got to keep an eye on him so I can see what happens when Todd shoots. He's walking now and nibbling on stuff as he goes. So very slowly, just a step at a time here and there. He's broadside to me now, so it would be a great shot from here, other than It's pretty thick. I'm not sure I could thread a bullet through there. Todd hit him. Todd hit him. Hit him again, Todd. Hit him again. Hit him again, Todd. Hit him. Hit him again. Okay, I can't see him now. He walked. He was definitely hit, kind of stumbling, and then he started walking. And he went into a spot that I can't quite see him right now. Oh, I see him. I see him. I don't know if he's down. He's just behind too much brush. I can see him moving. He's hit hard, Todd. I think he's going to go down, but if you get another good shot, do it. I can still see him moving. He's in the same spot, but he's moving his head. So if you get another shot, do it. Okay, yeah, he's still alive, but he's down right now. He's on a spot. I just can't really see him. He's kind of gotten below some leaves that are right in front of me. I gotta adjust my spotting scope here, so just a second. Let's see where he just was. But I don't see him at all now. I don't know if he slid down in the snow behind this big pine tree, or if he got up and moved when I was trying to adjust things. Right now I'm just panning around, looking for him. Oh, I see him. Todd, he's still walking down. He's under a pine tree right now. So he's on his feet. He's really struggling, but he's on his feet. You might see some movement in the pine tree below where he was. Okay, he's rolling down the hill now, sliding. Todd, can you see him? I gotta put this stuff down. Yeah, I could see him. he slid down into the aspens. I'm trying to adjust my spotting scope now so I can find him again. I gotta set it up right, but there are some pine trees below where he was bedded, and then he slid straight down the hill towards us from them, in between a couple of aspens. But he was still alive. Okay, whew. I don't know where he is right now. When he slid down the hill into those aspens, it was below where I could see with my spotting scope, because there were some close leaves and limbs and stuff on this hillside next to me that were in the way, so I had to adjust the spotting scope and move it up higher so I could see over those. And in the meantime, I don't see him at all. So hopefully he's down where I last saw him, but I don't see him at this point. It's pretty thick, but it's also, because all the leaves are gone, should be able to see him if he's somewhere on that hillside, but I don't know. So I'm gonna stay here and spot and guide Todd over that way. So in all the excitement of trying to find Todd's deer, I found another buck in my spotting scope. It's on the hillside just beyond where Todd's deer was, so it's probably 600 some odd yards away. 4-point with a sticker, with an extra sticker point, which is awful. It's awesome. It's awesome, not awful. But he's about the same size as my one last year, so I'm thinking he's probably a 3.5-year-old. When I look at the rack, crabby in the front, pretty decent back forks, crabby in the front, and then that maybe a 2-3 inch sticker point off his left side, his left G3, which is awesome. But we'll just wait and let him grow for another year or two. But cool looking deer. Now we just need to find something couple years older for me. Right now, again, we lost sight of Todd's deer, so I'm just going to stay right here and keep glassing and watching. He's packing his stuff up, and I'm going to guide him over to where I last saw it. So hopefully he'll find it right where I last saw it. So anyway, I'll check in a little bit. Bye.
Deer down, my brother. Deer down.
Awesome. Congrats, man. Okay.
I almost stepped on the peckerhead.
Love it. Can't wait to see him. I'm going to pack up my stuff and I will head over there. And those two deer disappeared. I think they went down into the draw, the next draw that you're in. I don't know if they're going to come up this side that you're on where your deer was, or if they're going to bed. So if you'll just be as quiet as possible, I'm going to get over there and see if I can turn them up and get a shot at one of them.
Yeah, 10-4. It's hard coming through, but it's doable if you're coming down.
10-4. Okay, so Todd found his deer. Awesome. That is so cool. And then, I don't remember how much I mentioned, but right after he shot that one, saw crabby 4-point with a sticker point over on the hillside beyond him that I decided wasn't the class of buck that I wanted to take. But not long after that, another good 4-point joined that one. Probably a between 150 160 class. Good forks, about ear width, maybe just outside his ears. They're within probably 100 yards of where Todd's deer is right now, and maybe even closer. So I'm going to try to get over there and see if I can get a shot at that bigger buck. So anyway, I'm packing up my stuff, and I'll let you know when we check back in. Talk to you soon. Bye. All right, well, this is where Todd hit that deer. Quite a bit of blood. Alright, well, there's Todd down there. Oh man, this stuff is so slick. Alright, there's a lot more blood right there.
He was hung in that tree. I just pulled him off the tree after.
You just what?
He was on this tree.
Uh-huh.
I pulled him off that tree.
Oh, okay.
They had a long slide down about 20 yards.
Right here. There he is.
He said we were going after him, and we did.
Yes, we did, and you nailed him. Way to go, Todd. Woo.
Right.
Biggest muley ever.
Heck yeah, man. Super happy.
Okay, well, go get him. Let's see those antlers. Let's see that rack. Those other two headed up and over before I got there. I saw their tracks. Holy moly, Todd, that is a heck of a good 3-point.
Heck yeah, he is. It'll take a little bit to loosen these muscles up here.
Yeah.
How's that look?
Looks like a good buck. We'll come down and get some better pictures too. I'll just let this picture of the happy hunter and these other pictures speak for themselves. What a great buck. Congrats, man.
This is Ward kicking in his four-wheel drive. To say the least, it is steep. The things we do for hunting. Or for a brother-in-law bonding time. Oh man, the things we do for big deer, right? That's right. They only got deeper.
I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks. We'll see you on the next one.